Warner Brothers is still refusing the hostile takeover from Paramount Skydance, even despite the offer being clearly, obviously better than anything Netflix can throw over. And even beyond that, regulators unlikely to approve the Netflix deal. So what's the deal here? Why has Warner Brothers not yet acquiesced? Well, folks, we confess it's messy. And behind the scenes, there might be an effort to save CNN from the centrist middleist Barry Weiss. Hello, folks. It's a nice day to spend time with you. Welcome aboard. Happy day and happy weekend. As we begin, click the like button, drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. The hype, folks. The hype button. If you see it, well, it's ripe to hit the hype. And if you're not yet subscribed, we're working on it hard every day, 4 times a day, right here on the Pro Channel. Take a look out of Reuters. Less than zero. Paramount reaffirms Warner Brothers' offer, dumps on cable spinoff, and Warner Brothers is telling them no. Go pound sand. Aditya Soni, Harshita Mary Varghese, and Don Chmielewski have this one. It says Paramount Skydance on Thursday reiterated that its $108.4 billion bid for Warner Brothers Discovery was superior to a rival deal from Netflix, saying the value of the cable spinoff central to the streaming giant's offer was effectively worthless. Warner Brothers Discovery's board on Wednesday rejected Paramount's amended hostile offer that included a $40 billion in equity personally guaranteed by Oracle's co-founder Larry Ellison, the father of Paramount CEO David Ellison, and $54 billion in debt. This is getting very, very bizarre, folks. Let me show you what Charlie Gasparino has to say. Breaking. Media bankers, and by the way, there's nobody better than Charlie covering this right now. Media bankers I'm speaking to are perplexed that Warner Brothers seems to be confident a Netflix deal is a regulatory layup, and that Ted Sarandos thinks he's got his bases covered with Trump. As I reported, there is talk within the White House not just about the usual Department of Justice antitrust review and lawsuit on this deal, but putting all of Netflix, its entire streaming-centric business model, under review for a possible lawsuit. I was told that by a senior administration official. Charlie doesn't make this stuff up. He has been so accurate, okay? I was told, Charlie says, that by a senior administration official weeks ago, reported as much, and still Warner Brothers and Netflix are moving forward. Good luck. Christian, what in the world? At this point, it's just inarguable. I mean, I know some people want to argue, but it really, you can't. The offer from Paramount Skydance is superior, and it's backed.
Was this the 9th version, the ninth submission, where they had to wait till 13 or 14 before they?
Isn't it wild? I don't know how this. I don't know how it can be defended financially anymore.
I mean, could it be that just sort of the Ellison Trump connection to Paramount is soiling the deal, and that no matter what they offer, it's not going to be good? I don't know. You know, this is an area of entertainment I'm not as well versed in, so I may defer to the two of you, but something smells about this.
Okay, so let's talk about the smelliness. Jonas, let me get you on this one, okay? If we go here, look at this. They've been trying to tell you that Paramount Skydance, which wants to buy Warner Brothers, which Warner Brothers owns CNN, they've been trying to tell you that Barry Weiss is failing so hardcore with CBS under Paramount Skydance. No. Look at this. The official debut of CBS Evening News with Tony DeCoppel delivered 4.4 million viewers with 596,000 in the demo, according to Nielsen. That's up 9% in viewers and 20% in the demo compared to Mondays for the current season. That's a pretty good boost just by changing the anchor, okay? Here's what I'm wondering. Here's what I think maybe the stink is about. Jonas says there's some sort of force that is trying to stop Paramount Skydance from getting a hold of CNN as well. That's all I can come up with at this point. This is so bizarre.
I mean,
this is so strange.
Well, there's a couple of things that are going on here that I think could be on top of that. But yes, I do think there is some resistance to letting CNN go to anyone that is known for working with the Trump administration on any level.
All right, walk us through. What defense do they have that they will not accept under seemingly any condition?
Well, if you were negotiating with someone and that person said, here's my offer, I can go higher, what would you do?
I don't know that I would be in bed with Netflix yet. I'd be letting them duke it out.
I don't think they're in bed with Netflix just yet. I think they're standing next to the bed and looking at Paramount and going, "How much you got, big boy?"
Right. Well, maybe.
I think that this is something where, and that was more lewd than I meant it to sound. This is something where I think they know that the pockets are deeper over there at Paramount, and they might as well say no and ask, well, what do you have? I've seen from people who I don't know if they want to be named right now, but I've seen the offers that are going to shareholders that say $30 a share. We will pay you $30 a share for your shares of Warner Brothers right now. I don't know how many of those shares have changed hands yet, but I don't think that Paramount is done. I wouldn't be shocked if another offer happens at this point, since they have signaled over and over and over again, hey, we've got more money. Mm-hmm. There's no reason at this point for Warner Brothers to say yes to Paramount when Paramount has clearly said, we have more money. We will raise the price that we're offering you. And unless they just get exhausted, there's really no reason for Paramount to stop at this point, because when it comes down to it, Paramount has made it clear they want to be an IP studio, and the IPs alone over there at Warner Brothers are the thing that they would get their hands on. It's also the thing that shocks me really is the existential threat to the theatrical experience that this would present, because then we're all just watching essentially elevated forms of YouTube on our phones from this point, and you will only have enthusiasts that go to the theater. The theater used to be a thing I would go to several times a month if I could swing it. And when it was a great summer and I didn't have a lot of obligations, I ran out of movies to watch at the theater. Now it has to be an event. It has to be something big, or it has to be for work in order for me to go to the theater. If they say 14-day theatrical window and then it'll be on Netflix for no additional charge, I see that is the end. That's it. And then all we have are spectacle, which means that the prices for these movies have to be $250, $300 million, whatever level that they're talking about, in order to pay for these people to do all the things necessary to make these films. And then it is make or break. It is a deal with the devil to say, we will pay as much as humanly possible to make these films, and we really hope you show up on the day of to go watch it. By the way, we're still going to put in the crap that will offend you, that really goes after the way you live your life. I think that this is existential, and I don't understand why they're all leaning towards Netflix in any way when it's all said and done. So whatever. I think that this is something where they're caught between Paramount with their endless supply of money and Netflix, who will destroy them all.
Well, Christian, I've become very pessimistic on that note. I've been very pessimistic about the future of theaters in a way that I wasn't, let's say, 6 months ago. Do you think that if Netflix gets a hold of Warner Brothers, it's just over for theaters? Is it over anyway? Like, what is the future here? And should we even be concerned about that with what we're facing?
I mean, I think it's a part of American culture that I don't think we give up lightly. It's certainly, there are many, many, many warning signs that the theatrical model is in trouble. It's the one thing I hear when I just spoke to someone like 2 days ago. It's the one thing I hear every time I tell people what I do for a living. And this is going back at least 10 years. Oh, I don't go to the movies that much anymore. I mean, it's almost like I can hit a button and whatever stranger I meet at a cocktail party will say that exact phrase. That's not good. And I know it's anecdotal, but we can see obviously bigger trends going on. But listen, if Netflix buys Warner Brothers and the theatrical window is 14 to 17 days, that's a game changer, and not a good game changer. So listen, we need better movies. There's a whole bunch of things we can talk about as far as to get people's fannies back in the seats, but giving it up to Netflix, the company that wants you to Netflix and chill, over Paramount, which still has a big foot in the industry, speaks for itself.
Guys, let me be conspiratorial for just a moment, okay? I've held back. Let me go there. CBS has worked very hard. Barry Weiss has done everything she can to get Scott Jennings, and CNN has blocked her. I just wonder if part of the terror they have, this guy's become a superstar on that channel. I wonder if there's a terror that this guy could be over CBS News under Barry Weiss, as well as CNN, and this guy becomes a rock star on network TV. I'm not saying that's the whole deal, but, something just smells. Let me play a clip from this and just see. What do you guys think about it? Here he is on CNN, again, that which Paramount Skydance wants to buy. And by the way, in case anybody thinks, oh, come on, Pro, it's CNN. It can't be that big. The Trump administration has signaled they're not letting this go through unless whoever buys up Warner Brothers gets CNN in the deal and cleans it up. Here you go.
I can't hear it. We can't hear it at all.
Yeah,
I
no
don't
sound.
think. Yeah.
Well, phooey, huh?
Oh, that's that,
phooey on that.
That's that lady on the right that likes to pretend like she's some lady that is just like doing stuff in her kitchen. But here she is on CNN. I wonder how she got all dolled up on CNN suddenly. I thought she was a plucky old TikTok mom or something like that.
Jonas,
Almost
I've sent
like
you the link.
Like it's an op.
I've got you the link in the private chat. Click that, share your screen, and let's get this up there. We want to play about the first 12 seconds. If you do that for me, Jonas.
All right. I think I'll do my best, and I think I might have to mute myself because of the way my audio settings work.
We're going to make it happen for you folks.
So.
All right, Jonas, prepare for mutification of the Jonas bot in 3, 2, 1.
When did it become illegal to follow ICE agents around?
It's illegal to engage in obstruction of federal law enforcement. Is it not? Is it a felony?
But they're not impeding.
It is a felony.
She was filming, right?
All right, Jonas is. Okay, we've got Jonas, but Jonas,
sorry, he had that Jim Halpert direct look at the camera in there, and I just about. You couldn't hear me laughing because I was muted, but that was hold on one second. Let's go. Where is it? Right there.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I think they see a real danger in letting this guy get into CBS and run CNN. I think that's what the Ellisons want, is this guy to completely change the media landscape. And I think it's at least a part. Maybe it's a 10%, maybe it's 15% of the rubric here. But this is part of why they, I believe, want to go to Netflix instead of the other way around.
But he only works as well as he does because he's in that sea of nonsense. I mean, if you put him on a traditional show, he's smart, he's eloquent, I get that. But the reason why he's magic there is because look at everyone around him and look at him, destroying all their ideas in real time and using facts and logic. That's his secret sauce. I'm not diminishing
Christian, imagine if they put him with Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes for that kind of fun.
Okay.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The joy that she'd never do it. She'd leave. Yeah. Anyway, folks, we're trying to figure it out. That's the best guess I've got. Jonas claims that this is 4D, 5D chess when it comes to how they're playing hard to get with Paramount Skydance. For the shareholders, this is not going through. Netflix is not going to get the regulatory permission to do this. So I don't know what this, at least drop the pretext and let's just make it be about, do you or do you not want to be with Paramount? And then that's what it's all about. Christian, final word.
Yeah, we live in fascinating times, that's for sure. But these conversations do matter. I mean, the reason why I got into this whole game that I'm in is because pop culture has a significant impact on our lives. And, it's not just Disney, it's not just CNN, it's not just the things we're talking about. This is where the culture is moving. And it's all very important stuff. And people in power understand that in the ways I think we all should appreciate. But, I like the fact that this show doesn't want to get political, but sometimes the overlap is just impossible to ignore.
As ever, folks, we endeavor to have a good time here on the Pro Channel. And I have to say, that spending time with you, talking about things that truly matter, like the stories that shape our lives and our culture, well, it is the ride of a lifetime to steal from Bob Iger. And that's the only thing we'll steal from Bob because he has great security around his yacht. Folks, as we get ready to say goodbye, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment right on down below. Let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear from you. And folks, worry not, for more content is still on the way. 3 or 4 times a day, let's do 4. I think that's better. And you know what? Don't forget that the Pro Show is live Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern. You can also join us for our friends on That Park Place, our partner program. We have a good time there too. Folks, until the next time we get the opportunity to have a good time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as ever, keep having fun.